Welcome to the More You Look podcast. Welcome to the More You Look podcast.
Man, the cost of living in the UK, it has really changed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really feeling it presently.
Everybody's feeling it, to be honest.
Boy. Just 2 days ago, my wife went to the petrol station to get diesel, and she bought it for £1.70 per litre. And as at this morning, there's if you go to filling stations in my area, very long queues. You see, and that's because that's the only place where they are selling it for £1.75. There are actually places that are selling it for £2.38 per litre of fuel in UK.
It's getting ridiculous, man.
That we pay all these taxes, all these what do you call it? Yeah. And they are still putting us in a position. This is what I don't understand. Why is it that we cannot, just copy the French? I don't know if you remember what happened in France. Was it last year, where the government attempted to increase the cost of fuel, and everybody came out to protest, destroyed everything. We were making fun of them then, because all over social media, I was even making fun of that. Just because they increased price of fuel by just a little bit, these people are out in their hundreds of thousands, wrecking shit, protesting. But guess what the government did? When the government felt that heat, you know what they did? They came back down. But in this country, I don't even know which is worse. Nigerians, and I say that respectfully, or the UK people. I'm talking in terms of accepting bullshit from government, allowing government to get away with murder, literally. Like, how can they be increasing all these things and we are just taking it like that? People will just grumble and they still go to the filling station to buy. It's just like in Nigeria. They can make petrol like 2,000 naira per litre. Yeah. People will just complain, they will still go and buy it. Like, why is it that over the years we have allowed the government to sort of turn the tables on us, as in they are meant to be serving us, but now we are being made to feel like they are doing us favors. You get what I mean? Because we praise them for every little thing they do, and I don't know why it is like that. How has it affected you? How has it changed the shift in the economic situation? How has it affected you guys in your day to day?
Basically, first of all, in terms of pricing of things, I'm not sure there's much the government can do given the circumstances. There's a war in Europe, you understand, going on. UK is a country that relies on imports, exports from a lot of countries, especially gas, which is the cost of the main thing that makes prices go up, which comes from it comes from Russia. So basically, there's really not much they can do, but the only thing they could probably do is initiate policies that aim to deregulate. You understand? So if there's anything they can do about all this, it's about deregulation, which is maybe subsidizing. So if importers, say the Tesco's and whatever, when they are setting their prices and they say it's going to cost them £1.50, the government can say, okay, you know what, for the time being, while there's a war, we'll give you the 50p on it. You mark up your profits with the £1 so that people don't have to pay, exorbitantly. That's the only thing they can do. But you did mention that this country and Nigeria, you're not sure which one is worse when it comes to people actually being proactive about how they are being governed. So what I think, and I said this when I chat with people, is this. One trend that I've noticed is that Britain is fast falling from his glory.
I like the fact that you remove the grades in front of you.
It's fast falling from its glory, and this has to do with the past generation of British people. What they've done is to make life easier. They've created all these things from NHS, to how prices have been set up. The way the system is, they've had a vision to create that kind of thing, this is the kind of thing we want in Africa now. But what has happened is because they are comfortable, things are working. Yes, NHS, they scream is failing and all that, but it is still working compared to other countries. You understand?
Barely working.
Yeah, but there's a system.
I want you to finish your point. Before you come into your own this thing.
Yeah, I do not argue that NHS has its problem. What I'm saying is, where I come from, there's even nothing called NHS.
Even America,
as great as it is,
you have to pay for your medical,
or you got insurance. So what I'm saying is that all these things has made all this generation that we are in, it's made them culpable, it's made them lazy, comfortable, you know, and they can't just fight for their right. The only thing they fight for, do you know, HS2 speed rail. People go and they go and put their tents where they are. That is what they're fighting for. Bees. Bees are going to go out of extinction.
Fracking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The climate change.
Exactly. Somebody who used to pay for maybe a can of tin for maybe 25p is paying 75p now. You understand? He doesn't see anything wrong with that. It's still okay for him. But he's happy to go and protest for bees going out of population, for HS2 speed rail, for even what's called pollution. We know these things are important, but I would say they are actually secondary things. The primary things, which is affordability, just to live, to wake up, eat, sleep, go to work. You understand? Those things, they no longer see them as priority.
Actually, I like your points a lot. I like the way you delivered it. But in the issue of NHS, number one, I understand that we have something that is great or used to be great. But if you look across board, like you said, NHS is fast failing, and that is entirely due to the government. But I think in the next 5-10 years there will be no NHS. And if it's going to continue to exist, it's already been heavily privatized. But I think everything will be gone. Where for you to access healthcare in this country is going to be like America, where you need to have healthcare insurance, and it will never be.
But if you don't have it, you have to pay for it.
You have to pay for it because why? The privatization will happen, and it will be they will hand the NHS over to American companies.
But in a way, they're already doing that because
that's what I'm saying. That it's already been privatized, but what I'm saying is it will just not exist anymore as it is. Now, secondly, Sky, one question I have for you, even though your points were quite, eloquent, and I really like your delivery, but whatever happened to countries right now, that also get their fuel from Russia, that has refused to put their citizens through what we have been put through in this country.
Like I said, the difference is that
it's governance. That is what I want to hear from
the people.
Yeah,
it's governance, but I'll still blame that upon the people who elect them. Then one thing that I was gonna add is that I don't know about you, but what me I've observed also since I've been living in the UK is this: if it was a Tory government we have, these things that you said there are not enough people shouting. You understand? A lot of people will be shouting. But because if it was a Labour government,
that's what
you understand. Yeah. But because do you know how many things Boris Johnson has gotten away with in how many years that he has
even very recently? You know that I was telling my wife was telling me when they were about to do this vote of confidence, the one that they did recently. My wife was saying, finally, they've got him. They are going to get him out of the house. Yeah. I said to him, look, even if we are not too political, quick digress. You see all of you people that will sit at home, and anytime we bring up politics, you people say, I don't talk politics, man. I won't talk politics, especially all these teenagers. I don't talk politics. Let me tell you something. I used to be like you. Seriously, 15-20 years ago, I don't watch the news. I don't care about any of these things. I don't care about politics. I believe they're all lies. But you know what I realized? Not caring about politics enough is one of the reasons why we are where we are. Because the politics that you don't care about is what is shaping your life, your future, and the life of your children. You get what I mean? Did he not sneak? I told my wife, I said, look, you think that the person who got away with wasting hundreds of millions during the pandemic, the person who got away with under his nose giving contracts to his bodies in millions, the person who got away of throwing parties while people were literally dying, and when people were being fined thousands of pounds, when people couldn't even say goodbye to their families,
or even visit their families.
You get what I mean? He got away with that. Now you are not telling me it is one vote of confidence. Did you not watch House of Cards? You don't even have to be a politician to understand how these things work. some people will request, even people who hate him. The question was say, oh, there are lots of people that hate him enough, even within their political caucus, that want to get him out. And I said to her, I said, politics doesn't work that way. I might hate Sky, but guess what? When it's time for him to fall, and I know that he has something I want, I will go to him and say, look, if you give me this contract, if you assure me of this contract and this contract,
I'll do this for you.
I will give you a vote of confidence. This is what we call. He will promise some people things. He will promise some people contracts. He probably knows some scandal about some of them. That I was not surprised that he got away with that too. That man is not like a cat that has 9 lives. He has like 100 lives. And I think he will see his that through. That is what I think. But not to digress too much. I just believe that governance and, like you said, did you say culpability or people are like lazy, I don't know, sheep nowadays. Because I don't understand if they put all the energy they invest in protesting about bees, climate change, like so things that actually matter. If they put all that energy and we face the government,
everything.
But guess what?
How can we even do that? I don't know if you know yet that protesting is a crime in this country.
That you can get arrested for it.
They are so smart. After that pandemic, first thing they did was pass that bill that you can no longer protest in this country. If they catch you, criminal record.
Because that's how
people still protest.
No, they don't. What they do,
too. I see them.
Let me tell you, that's not. Do you know that those people they will have criminal record?
And they don't care to get arrested.
What people do now, they will tell you, let's meet at so park for a silent walk. That is what they are doing now. They don't call it for protesting. So that if you get arrested and they get a lawyer, the lawyer will argue on their behalf that they all went for a walk and other people joined in. You can't stop people from going for walks. You get what I mean? Like if you go to the beach now, before you know, 10 people, 20 people, in 3 hours, there's like hundreds of people on the beach. You can't say because of that. You not can't go to the So that's the style people are using now to protest. You can't even shout. They'll say, let's meet for a silent walk. So they know what they are like. See, politicians everywhere, they have that thing in common. They are all criminals, liars, and sneaky bastards. Because think about it, they knew that look, these people will give them this power. They will continue tensioning us. Look at France. We know that we have to increase price of fuel in 6-7 months' time. We know when we come out of it. So let's first block the only avenue that they can use to embarrass us, which is protesting to the world. That is maybe even that is why most people are not even protesting about this thing. Because if you go all over social media, that is you will see on social media fuel prices are. So people that can only let their voice online. So what can we do? What is the way? Because me, as I'm looking like this, I will be riding a horse to this place because my house is far. Seriously, I was calculating
so you can even afford.
I was watching my fuel gauge. I was watching my fuel gauge. I said, I fit that with almost 102 pounds. If I go all the way to Enfield from here and back, that's two things. That's how 1 minute you are comfortable, the next you are a mathematician.
The government has got you thinking a lot of things. Because like before, back in it, like there's even one advert, I don't know if it's one of these grocery adverts, where it had half of like, when it was like 2006, 2016, you can get a lot for this amount. But now, you can't barely get.
You know what my wife showed me? She went for shopping yesterday. When she came back, she said, come and see something. She showed me a pack. She was trying to buy things for school, things for kids. So she now said, do you know that they are even being sneaky with it, this company? If you open a pack of, say, for example now, if you open a pack of maybe biscuits before, and they used to have 10 inside, and that 10 will cost £1. You know what they are doing now? It will now cost £1.35. And you will have 7 inside.
It's not.
So like it's not like they are only increasing the price; they are reducing the
products as well.
Do you know that in my garden every morning I look out from the kitchen and I see this fox? One of them usually comes. It will dig a hole, go inside that hole for warmth, and just stay there, just playing. It will look at me. It doesn't run away. Before I knew what was happening, it became 2 of them. 3 now. There are 4 of them. So sometime during the week, I looked out the kitchen window. I remember how much we now buy a kilo of turkey.
You want kill fox?
And I was looking at this.
You want Jeff Fox?
So I went on Google to see if, because you know there are some animals.
Oh my god!
You can't kill a duck in the queen. There's one animal or bird.
You can't.
The queen's this thing. You cannot touch it. And I'm saying, wait, they didn't say you can't touch fox because these 4 foxes that I'm looking at. Hey,
you got jump farm. That's for maybe 1 year.
Why are you saying 3 months? Freezer will be full. New delicacy now. No, seriously now.
Yeah.
Even though I'm joking with you, I'm joking.
Yeah, this one, not joking.
If you see me bring food to podcast, please ask me what is it.
No, I'm not even eating from you unless you're buying
ask me
from a
first before
shop.
you eat it to
No, but like even that, even household bills, electric, gas.
Let me tell you, it's
It's just
insane.
even internet is like crazy.
It's insane.
And they go live for you. Oh, come top for £26 a month,
lie. It's
£30
when you
a
join,
month.
they will
And when
not
you
tell
get
you.
it, what the bill that you go come
Yeah, now.
with.
It's crazy. So how has it affected you personally?
Personally, it's affected a lot, but you know you have to still
You have to
keep going.
What are
Yeah,
you gonna do?
and find sources that basically help you. Because if you're local, for people that are actually in need, you know, there's local councils that you know in your boroughs that can. I know it's not much, but it's not much. But then,
Let me tell you something. So at my work,
yeah,
one of our health centers, we do this food bank initiative where people can just come in. We have this big, what do you call this? What is it?
Gazebo.
Yeah,
Gazebo.
gazebo. It's like a tent.
Which one be gazebo? It's not tent though.
What?
You know that thing they put salt for snow?
Yeah.
That one yellow thing like this. Like a big time,
Bucket.
Skip.
No. Hey, you know that thing that you put ice? For your
Yeah.
birthday?
Yeah, that bucket.
The
Yeah.
big one, the giant one. So people come, staff members come, they'll buy stuff,
Yeah.
put in it.
Okay.
Buy food, put in it, and all that cat food, different.
Oh,
They have
food
for
bank,
animals,
yeah.
food
Yeah.
bank. That's what I said we are doing a little food bank initiative at work there. So staff members, so patients who come in, we put signs there that food bank, take what you want. So they can come in and take that thing.
Yeah.
But you know what I realized? On Thursday, as I was going home, I walked past that thing. I looked at it. And I was thinking in my head, I know that it's staff initiative for patients, but
But I think
the way this thing is going, I will take some of this thing because I saw spaghetti inside. I said, look,
free spaghetti, like this is what I'm saying. So there's places.
I'm joking, you Rochester people, I'm joking.
He's not joking. He entered food
Because
bag.
that thing will miss. Food will start missing that. I don't know how to face you. No, but seriously, I'm just trying to, underline how, hard.
Yeah.
And if you look at people like us, we have jobs, we're managing, we're pushing it. Now, all it does is make me think about people who don't even have jobs. There was a time where we used to say, happy to be this lazy people, happy to be on benefits. Let me tell you, even benefits now, it's not getting anybody. You can't live you can't live on benefits.
You can't.
I wanted to say you can't live comfortably. You can't
live on benefits. You can't.
You can't because prices are changing.
It's nothing.
Benefit money is not changing.
Exactly.
They're even cutting it down now.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say. They're even cutting it down. So even then, and then if you get a work that you can say that your rent is getting paid, this is getting done for you, they're still gonna look if you make more than over 500, each pound out of that 500 is going to be deducted to that, and it's like what the hell?
Somebody was saying it the other day that look, what is going to cost him now to be fueling his van? It's all these people that do this contract work that they will paint your house.
Handyman.
He said the way he's looking at this thing now, he will have to pack his van and stop working and go on benefits because he did the math.
Yeah.
And it's not mathing.
Yeah.
The math is not mathing.
It's not adding up.
It's not adding up. Yeah.
So it's crazy. So you have still not told me how it has affected your day to day. It's really weird that it's more expensive or food or what exactly?
I think everything in general is expensive. Let's
There's nothing you can touch.
Even doing your hair, or trying to little treatments that you normally do. I can't even do it no more. I have to maybe self-do them, or do you get me?
I just started considering cutting your hair too.
I've shaved my head.
Do you know that the electricity bill has gone up?
Do you know I've shaved my head, Femi? But I've shaved my head though. Ask guy.
You shaved it before.
It's shaved underneath this bloody thing right now. Even when my mom said to me yesterday, why did you shave your head? I said, I beg you. This cost of living is suiting me right now. Leave me alone. Let me just be changing the wig. When you go to Nigeria next, bring me a couple of more wigs, please. I cannot be flapping them on. I don't have time.
Oh my God.
That's how it's affected me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because I have to cut. I've got a son. I've got a place of my own. Bills and then child as well, you go look after Pekin.
See, this is why I like our podcast here. We don't pretend to be what we're
not.
We are just giving it because everybody is a big boy online. That's what I don't understand.
Gotta.
You understand
big boys. I'm a big boy.
I mean, don't look at Johnny. A good segue from here. Let's go back home because a lot of things have been happening back home in Nigeria, and I know people have heard quite a lot about the. I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago or something? Allegedly, Fulani bandits went to a church in Ondo State in Owo, a Catholic church, and apparently they kidnapped the leader of the
Archbishop or something.
They kidnapped him, and then they proceeded to go into that church with weapons, guns, literally. And they shot about 50 members dead. I saw that video, it was really gory. There were children that died in the hands of their parents, parents dead too. And I don't understand why we have become so, would I say insensitized, or what's that word? Where it's now becoming norm to us as Nigerians, where, before 2 days we've moved on. Because something else would have happened. It's just like in America where they do mass shootings.
Yeah.
They'll come out, they'll cry, they'll talk. Yeah. 2 days later, another mass shooting.
Or something else.
No, it's my even mass. Do you know that after that Uvalde Day, what they call that one, where the mass shooter went to the school?
Yeah.
There have been 18 more. I actually looked into
it.
18
There's been 18 more different mass shootings. 18. That's how bad gun control is. But that's not what we're talking about here. Why is it that in Nigeria now, every time something happens, no matter how it seems we are trying to out-gory ourselves, because no matter how gory the details are, there will be another one worse than it. So since that one happened, as at 2-3 days ago, I read somewhere that they've tried to apprehend some of those bandits who went to kill all those people in the Catholic Church. But what really concerned me the most is this video that I stumbled on from 2020, where the former CBN governor, Obadiah Malaifa, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. This guy said that they spoke to some repentant Boko Haram terrorists, and those people told them that the people controlling them, financing them, sending them on missions, that one of them at that time in 2020 was a current governor, sitting governor. So think about it. It's the same way with all the conspiracy theory novels you've read, all the movies you've watched. The people that use these terrorists, there are people that are there in power. Which is why one way or the other, if you think about it, think about it. How is it that all these DSS, EFCC, it is so quick and easy for them to find out where you are? They can use your mobile phone, even as backward as Nigeria is. Do you know that they trace people with mobile phone?
Track.
Look at that guy that kidnapped one girl and killed her. They caught him so easily within days because they tracked his mobile phone. Yeah. You get me? So they can do that so easily and they cannot apprehend these people. Yeah. Think about it. Think people that will make video, show their face, and send it to this thing, put it online. So how can you not catch them? So what that tells you is that the people using the think about it. How are terrorists being able to buy the most sophisticated, even more sophisticated than Nigerian army? They have weaponry more sophisticated than Nigerian army. Okay, was it not on the what's today now? Today is Sunday. Was it not just on Friday that they said they went somewhere, the bandits, they went to one town? Was it not Imo State? Guess what? Apparently they went to that town in helicopters.
Yeah.
Helicopters. Not even by, before they'll say by car or bus or something. They went in helicopters and were shooting at people. So it makes you wonder, how are these people getting
all these things,
large funds? How is it that when they catch them, have you ever seen a terrorist in prison in Nigeria? You will see them, they will wear white buba, and they will do tents, and they will see they are doing ceremony for them because they repented. And some of them came out to say all these ones that they parade to you as repentant, they are going back, back. They are the ones giving them information.
Yeah.
They go in your.
It's like spies.
They're like cells. They send them into the
surprised.
communities.
The military, Nigerian military, they are part of them as well.
Of course.
This is what I'm
What are you
saying.
saying?
Yeah, they're part of them.
These guys are mostly from the north. I'm sorry.
Most of the people in military, they are part of the north.
Of course.
Most of the top rank from the east and from the Yoruba land, they've executed most of them. They've
Yes,
killed
now.
most of them.
Yeah. No. Do you know what these guys
that they killed last 2 years or last year?
That she was the army.
Air Force pilot.
I think I've heard of it.
They killed that lady.
Yes.
Because it's after Boko Haram people, you always go into them fully and blow them up.
Yeah. But think about this thing for a moment. This guy Obadiah Malaifa is dead now.
They killed him as well.
They killed him. That's what I was going to say. He
killed
came
him.
out to
He was
say
running-
that.
there was a time he was running around for his life.
Yeah. He said, after I say these things, they will kill me. If anything happens to them, no, he's dead. And they killed him immediately after I said it. He came out.
There
He
was a
said,
time he was running around.
yes, now he said he feared for his safety because he said he personally spoke with some repentant Boko Haram, and they told him that they are sitting governors in charge that the one that created, not involved, created the Boko Haram terrorist group. They are the ones financing them for their own gain. So, and he now came out to say what they told him is that in 2 years' time, that was 2020. This is 2022. That in 2 years' time, what these people will be doing, apart from, because you know people will sit in Lagos State, Ogun State, all these, you know, places will consider urban city centers, and we hear how Boko Haram will bomb somewhere in Kano, bomb somewhere, and we always think, it's going to be hard for this thing to come down to, you know,
Lagos or anywhere,
Yeah, and he said what their plan is that in the next 2 years, they will start going into the cities, into the urban areas, and they will be coming in and they will be killing you people in your homes, in your churches. And look at what happened last week. They went into a church. A church should be a place. It used to be a place where even when people are chasing, even abroad, the mafia. Yeah. Once they are chasing you and you run into a church,
they can't go in there. Yeah.
It is like an unwritten code, unwritten rule. Yeah. Where they know that once somebody runs into a church,
they're untouchable. Yeah.
They pull back. You get me? But these guys brazenly went into a church,
shot the church,
dozens of people, and now nothing to show for it. Because I can assure you that this one they say they have caught now. One way or the other, they say they are handing them over to the police. What do you think happens when they hand criminals over to the police? There was a time in Lagos where people were doing jungle justice, where it was very rampant. Once they catch you for robbery, they put tire on your neck, they burn you. Do you know what thieves used to say that time? In those days, OPC was ready. Once they catch a thief like this or a rapist or something, they will start crying, take me to the police station. Because they know once they hand them over to the police, there's bribery. Once you have your money, you will be gone the next day.
You'll be out,
So the moment I read it in the news that they caught some of the bandits that went to shoot those church people up and kill them, and they are planning on handing them over to the police. I just thought those guys are back on the road again by next week.
Underground. They have to be underground somewhere.
Yeah, but the scary thing now is that as at this morning, I was reading that in what state was that? Was it Ondo State again or somewhere? That they apprehended 4 trucks. Okay, 3 of the trucks got away, but the one, imagine 4, the one that they managed to get when they opened the truck and went inside, they found, I saw pictures, it was a video on Twitter, and they were like hundreds of
ammunition,
sophisticated guns. Not all these
gun, pistols,
gun or
AK-47,
them kind of stuff, AR-15s, you know, and like hundreds of knives, machetes and stuff. So ask yourself, what were they going to do with all those things?
That's true.
I'm telling you, Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder, and people are more worried about
how many of them as well for them kind of. How many of them?
Think about it.
Jesus Lord.
So my question to you guys is, they've just concluded the primaries, and let's talk about APC for Nigerian elections. For me, one of the surprising things of that came out of the primaries was the VP Osinbajo actually getting lesser votes than Liar Pants on Fire, Rotimi Amaechi. Doesn't that even surprise anybody? Because people were touting Osinbajo as for me. Look, I'm going to say one thing. I'll keep quiet and I'll hear. On Facebook, I mean, generally social media, I have seen people applaud and praise Osinbajo. I have heard people say such nice things about him. People have said they even prefer him to the president. And I have one thing to say to those people. Do you guys even do any background research at all? This man is meant to be a man of God. He's a pastor. This man is a lawman. Okay? This man was the vice president. Because people say all the time that VPs don't really do anything, doing Tinubu's dirty work for him. So those times God did not minister unto him to walk away. I mean, think about it. You know, it's something about thinking about. If you say that you are a good person, you have plans, you know right from wrong, but wrong is happening in front of you every single day, and you sit there
acting like.
Is there no place in the Bible where they say that God does not like the fellowship of Kiniko with evil or whatever? What do you call it?
Anyways, this is what I have to say about. First of all, when I found that I was going to be on the ticket for Buhari back then, I knew that as a VP, there's not much you can do. But I felt like for someone like him being in that, on the ballots, so to speak, you understand that there was hope for Nigeria. In the case that, how did Goodluck become the president? Yar'Adua died. You understand? If something were to happen to Buhari, why? Because we all saw that he was really frail before he came in. You understand? So
before they brought his clone, like
exactly, yeah, Jubril. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that if something had happened to Buhari, you understand, this guy might have been our president right now.
No.
Wait.
It would have been, no, by law, it would have been the president. But would that have stopped it from being Tinubu's?
Let me land. So now, in terms of him being a lackey or wherever, or in cahoots with Tinubu and the rest, you understand? If truly, because I would say if truly, because you actually don't have, 100% proof that is his own intention to swindle Nigeria like the rest of them. He could just be bidding his time and saying, if I get chance enter here, all these people are gonna. You get? It could be like someone like Ambode that when he entered, he didn't want to listen to Tinubu again and he got ostracized. It could have been that case. So you and I, we can speculate all we like, but we don't have 100% proof.
Yeah, of course.
So,
but the facts we have is that it was.
It's culpable. I know. It was culpable because it's part of it.
With evil.
Yeah, it's culpable because at the end of the day, his team did not deliver. They've let us down and all that. But what I'm saying is that we'll never know. You understand? Now, in terms of the primaries, it's not the general public that votes.
It's the delegates now.
Yeah.
Do you know that all my
and the delegates, there's none of them. Look at that line.
None of them is true.
There's none of them that can, really be opposing Tinubu.
This is even the funny thing, Did you know that all my adults...
Bakre, zero. Nobody, not a single person.
That man is even worse than Osinbajo in the sense that he came out in the
and that's the pastor.
Yes, he came out in the convocation and said God literally told him that it was going to be the next. This is not the first time he has said something like that, though. You get me? Now, not even one vote. He has got that 100 million. Don't be congregation for him with that. You get what I mean? Where did he find the 100 million? That he has now pissed that one down the drain. But that's not the point. Your Osinbajo is more about optics for me.
Yeah,
but what I was going to say is, all my adult life, I did not know that delegates are actually in a position of power like that. They literally choose, because we have always thought that it's the people that have to vote for president. We do the final voting. But those delegates, do you know that they said some people give them $50,000 each?
Even those people that come out and say they want to be people like, let me now put it, people like, I don't know if Benga Daniel was among the primaries this time around, but name me some of the other ex-governors that wanted to become president. Every time, anybody that buys that ticket that you want to be, even if you know that you don't have chance, there is power in it.
Yes,
Tinubu would have
given it. I heard something.
Why do you think that before they even started casting of votes. Some people already stepped down for Tinubu.
I haven't heard something allegedly that what he did,
cash out their money.
Whether anyone likes it or not, it might be the evil genius, but he's a mastermind. Do you know what some people alleged that he did? They said what he did was he actually paid for some of those people to join the race, so that he will now
be able to share their
now get them to step down for him. But what's done is done. What I want us to discuss briefly is now the fact that we have our 3 delegates now. We have Atiku, we have Bola Tinubu, Mr. ΕΜILΟKÁN, and we have Peter Obi.
But now, what party is Peter Obi?
Labour Party.
LP.
Yeah. So here's the thing for me. If we are going to dissect these 3, because I want us to do one thing, and I know we will still argue, because I want each of us to choose who we are going to vote for if we have power. Now, before I go into that, did you know that Nigerians abroad in diaspora, this time around, we've sent home 7.9 trillion naira just in this year alone, and this year is just halfway. 7.9 trillion. Does that? I just feel that. Do you think that's enough for us to be able to be given the what's it called? To vote. Right. For us to be able to vote too.
Oh,
to
so like
vote.
people that are
For us to be able to vote, because let's have a say.
Because if we get
contribute more to the economy, in fact, of Nigeria. Than the Nigerian government.
If they are not in
Nigeria. If we are not, I just feel that we should be able to vote. And if that's the case, are you going to vote one Atiku who? No, wait now. No, I will give you the brief listing of them so that you know the one that you choose. You see that Atiku? He was once the vice president of the country.
During
Obasanjo era. Corruption allegations have always followed him to the point where even America, the FBI or something, they were investigating him for something. Now, that is not my own issue with that man. We all know that Nigeria like this, corruption like this is 5 and 6. It's not right, but it is the norm. What can we do about it? My issue with this man is, I don't know if you remember weeks ago, one lady who said something about some Islamic, what do you call it, prophets. And then students from our school, Muslim students, they actually killed her. The mother died in broad daylight.
That we were talking about this that article commented.
So, what happened was, she was in a WhatsApp group with her classmates. They were discussing. That WhatsApp group was created for assignments, school assignments. So people now started bringing religious to it. She now said, "Look, this WhatsApp group was created for assignments. Please, can we stick to the points and not discuss religion?" Somebody now say, "Oh, we're talking about prophet this." She now say, "Which stupid this." I don't know if I'm verbatim, but long story short, she got attacked by students from her school. I saw that video; it was really gory. I don't know why I'm always put in position to see the video that I don't want to see. You just click WhatsApp like this. This girl, they killed her. They burnt her alive. They stole that. They now put fuel and tire and now burnt her alive. Long story short, this your article, this presidential aspirant here, now made a tweet condemning the actions of those people, which is the right thing to do. But guess what? People from the north were now replying that tweet that, "Oh, you want to condemn our actions? Good luck being president, then we won't vote for you."
Wow.
And guess what this guy did? He deleted that tweet. For me personally for that, he should never be president of anything. Because you know what? That is not, it doesn't have the attributes of a leader.
It's basically
you said something, you condemned an act. You condemned an act of absolute pure evil. And because they called you out on it, this guy went to delete that thing. I don't even know how
his excuse is that his PA, his social media PA, tweeted it on his behalf without checking with him, and the rule and the norm is that it should have cleared it with him before tweeting it. Now, yes, people can make mistakes. Your PA can actually feel like, oh, this is something that my boss would like. I mean, that's not even the point. He thinks is being clever by saying it's his PA that did it. But this is my point now. Something is not good. yes, your PA has tweeted it. You understand? It is what a good president should be doing. Why are you deleting it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if it was a mistake,
insanity.
if it was a mistake and it's a good point, or you condemning it,
why did you delete it? Yeah, you just want people's vote to favour you. That's it.
And I've always said this thing, Atiku's presidency, it does not, if the cabal continue to control INEC and all that, Atiku will never be the president of Nigeria. I know I'm still supposed to choose, but Atiku will never be the president of Nigeria without outside votes, because if not, he would have been the president alone.
But here's the thing, you have not even
does not have that outside.
You have not even looked at the other side of that coin.
Well, who told you that you don't have the outside mandate?
Yeah, but we can't do that now.
We talked about this yesterday.
I will still argue. I don't believe it.
He does not have outside mandate.
Okay.
Yes,
let me ask you a question.
Okay.
No, don't let's dwell on that now. Wait, let's hear what he has to.
When your president's daughter was doing his her wedding, who is the father of the day?
Yeah, Atiku.
Who is the father of the day?
Look, the thing with politics for me is all of them are friends.
Yeah, they know each other.
Let me tell you, all of them are even society together. They are all friends.
They say Atiku is not from Cameroon. He's from Cameroon. He's not from Nigeria, isn't it?
They are all friends. So if you want to go and die for them,
your president today, they say he's not from Nigeria.
That is from Nigeria.
But
my point is one. We've talked about Atiku here. Corruption trails him everywhere he goes. Now, number two, second candidate, Mr. BAT,
ÈMILޮKÁN.
Now, in case you don't know, this man was once governor of Lagos State, looted the treasury dry, created a company called Alpha Beta, looted Lagos State dry. This man owns every land, almost every land that is in Lagos. Government issued, he owns it. He's put himself in a position where nobody can become governor of Lagos without him accrediting that person. He puts governors in places. You get me? Secondly, he made his daughter the Iyaloja of Lagos. His wife is the one managing the company that collects all the what's it called, money coming in for all the street lights in Lagos. His son is in charge of toll and all those things. Apparently they say maybe he was the one in charge of switching off that. I don't know about any. It's all alleged. Everything I'm saying is alleged, okay? But people who don't know that when it comes to core corruption at its peak, we don't say we know who they there, okay? That is the second choice we have. 220 million people. Now we have this third choice of a man named Peter Obi, okay? He was a former governor of Anambra State. Although I have seen people, his own people, Igbo people, coming out to say that when he was governor, what did he do for Anambra? Because the thing is, look, we can't be following optics every time. The proof is always in the pudding. You get what I'm saying? When Fashola came out and I was put in place by Tinubu to become governor of Lagos State, we saw what he did. When it later came out, when he left Lagos as a governor, that him too, he was corrupt, that he siphoned millions. But did you hear PIM from Lagosians? No. Why?
Because he was still helping.
Because there are people who point till today that what Fashola did, which is what people have asked these people. We are not, okay, fine, we have come to a point where we know wrong is wrong, okay? But even if you are going to be corrupt, let us see your look at Jack Onde till tomorrow. Till tomorrow, people are praying for Jack Onde. This Jack Onde was once the governor of Lagos. Even when we lived in one of his houses, we bought one of his flats.
Is it the
Jack Onde creates cheap.
My mom's got a flat there.
Headies.
Okay.
Yes, he created affordable housing. For till tomorrow.
Schools.
If it comes out now if somebody did investigative reporting now, came out that Jack Onde was very corrupt too. That we've just found documents showing that. Do you know that Lagosians will still continue to pray for this?
Most of the schools viewed there in Lagos.
And that is how Fashola was too. He did viable things that we could see. Now, Peter Obi till tomorrow, go on Twitter.
How many schools
Peter Obi Anambra, which was what I did this morning as I was waiting for you guys to arrive. And everything I was just reading. His own people were saying, We will vote for him because it's like the better of worst choices. But it's not about going on TV and speaking grammar.
Yeah.
When you were governor of another state,
what did you do?
You've left it worse than it. I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But okay, let me read some things for you now. You get what I'm saying. Somebody said Peter Obi is jumping from one TV station to another, telling people will make Nigeria like China if elected. And they failed to ask him why was Anambra not like Lagos when he was governor of Anambra State. Common sense is not common. This is an Igbo person.
From his tribe.
So you get what I'm saying? So it's not about us just be following. At this point now, we are torn between our choices.
Our choices.
Two corrupt people, or somebody who didn't really push the envelope when he had the chance to prove something, know that in the future I want to be president too. This is the common sense now. If I know that I have ambitions, I will do it now so that you people, so that I can come back and say, remember you guys when I was in. Okay, look at this governor. Is it governor of your state? I'm looking at governor in this governor. Can you call Sheyi Makinde? Okay. Yeah. If that guy comes out tomorrow, I don't even know why he didn't join the race.
He joined. He's one of the people that
it's still the same problem now. Once they know that you have
didn't join.
Instead that
but that's the thing. It's one of the problems we have in that country. Once they know that you have the attributes to do good, of course they will push you aside now because one way or the other they know that you will block their you will block their meeting. Sheyi Makinde is one of the exemplary examples we can use when it comes to leadership. This guy went into that place. He made sure that pensioners got paid. He made sure that he got to a point people were stealing food from other people's stores. He got that bad before he went into power there. So now who are you going to vote for based on these three choices we are giving you? Because some people are saying, see me I try to hear both sides of the story, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some people have spoken for Tinubu, and I can understand what they are saying. Because some are saying, think about it. Tinubu, whether you like him or not. No, look at it this way. Tinubu, whether you like him or not. Let's think about it for real. This guy, you can call him the evil genius, but this guy is a political mastermind. You get what I'm saying, Sky? Some people have spoken for Tinubu too, and I'm trying to hear their side of the story. They say, one, whether you like him or hate him. Yes, whether you think he's corrupt or not, the guy is a political mastermind. If he becomes the president, let me ask you, which cabal you think that guy will listen to? When he is the cabal,
he is the cabal now.
So that's the
argument.
argument.
He's not even there.
That's the reason why he shouldn't be the president.
Yeah, but
he will be untouchable.
Yeah, but that's what people are saying. That number one, nobody will be able to touch him. Nobody can control him. Nobody can do anything unless they kill him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And which is my own issue is, can this guy even last 4 years? Number one, anywhere you see him, he looks physically free.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he's medically fit. My guy, you know what somebody said that made me laugh? Somebody said that awkward moment you actually realize that Buhari is actually way healthier than him. Which is how I see it.
Yeah.
He shakes, he looks like he has the onset of
Maybe they said he peed on himself.
I saw that video.
Or dementia or something like that.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And people still continue pushing this man. What do you think happens when he becomes the president? The guy will be in UK, ruling you people from UK hospital.
Exactly.
I can't even wait till Tinubu becomes president and they put MC Oluomo. MC Oluomo in charge of it.
He will be controlling Nigeria in his day.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of MC Oluomo and his people dancing when Tinubu was when he won the primaries?
What do you expect?
My guy, because I can't wait. When they will put the MC Oluomo in charge of
will close the road.
They will put Bonafeti in charge of oil and gas. You know that you have entered one chance.
Oh my power to anybody.
Of course.
You know you have entered one chance. So is Peter Obi? Are we to agree that Peter Obi is the best of worst choice? The Yoruba people say Ayinla and Jeko. Is it the best of terrible choices or what?
I would take I think he will be Out of the other two,
Sky, do you want me to tell you something?
I would like to. Out of those three, we have no hope. So that's just it.
but there will be. But they say you must choose one.
If they put gun to my head and say I must vote. Yeah. Unfortunately, Peter Obi, since it feels like the lesser evil out of the three of them. You know why? We know, like I said, I was telling this guy, Atiku doesn't have, we'll come back to it anyway, Atiku doesn't have outside mandates, and that's one. Number two, we already know what he's going to do. He's going to do almost the same thing Buhari has done after contesting for 5 elections woefully and became president. He's still going to do, when nothing is going to change, it's still going to be status quo. Everything will still be the same. Tinubu, it will be worse. I believe it will be worse. Because why? In Lagos, just to get rid of, since Tinubu became the governor of Lagos State, till now, we've not been able to get rid of Oweko.
Why do you think? Why are you talking like this now?
All of them.
Who does Oweko? Who does he go to?
Yeah, wait. Femi, my point being that if we could not get rid of it, but just one state.
Why do you think we couldn't get rid of it?
Femi, if we could not, I know why we couldn't get rid of it, but if we could not get rid of it, as the president, imagine 36 states, Tinubu. 36 states, Tinubu.
That's one problem. That's one problem on the side, though. Now think of Atiku. How many times has he tried to contest now, Atiku? 5. Now let me ask you, how much do you think this guy spends every time he tries to contest?
He sees it back.
No. That's what I'm saying. That he has not even seen it too. Think what happens if he now becomes president.
That's what I'm telling you.
He will want to recoup his money 100-fold now.
And he will not. He is part of the cabal, so nothing will change.
Now.
You understand? Nothing will change. But the only person we don't know what kind of president he will be is still Peter Obi. But obviously, like I said, actually, he was nominated. He was nominated as the best governor during his time. Which is a bit surprising. But then, who are the people that nominated him? There was these people that nominated him. I was going to tell you that. You understand? He was nominated as the most outstanding Igbo man of the decade.
Yeah, that's not to do with government.
No, that's not government.
Wait, the reason I said most Igbo man is because yes, it's an award in a way. You understand? For you to be the most outstanding Igbo man.
That doesn't have they could have given that to anybody.
Exactly.
It's like when they say. Do you think there are no women out there that are prettier than Miss Nigeria or Mr.
Millennium Development Goals Office? Those are the people that
I beg you. You know what I just think? What I think the worst can happen with Peter Obi is that it will be another good luck Jonathan.
Yeah.
I will take another good luck Jonathan
at this point.
A supremely powerful Tinubu. You understand?
Corrupt
a super corrupt Atiku. I will take a good Lord Jonathan.
Yep.
Let him just be there. Let things not get worse. So
let's round up this particular topic. So who will you vote for Peter Obi? Who will you pick?
I already said Peter Obi.
But only Peter Obi only if there's a gun to my head. Otherwise I will not vote.
Because I'm still going to ask you guys one more question. What I would just like to say to people is, if you look outside your window and you see potholes everywhere on the road, I wonder if people actually, because people will go, Buhari got punished Buhari. I wonder if people know that Buhari is not going to be the one to come and repair that pothole. Yeah. You can't attribute everything to the office of the president. That is why we have governors, deputy governors, especially local government chairmen, where you have to know the person that is. I mean, look at us here. Do you know that a few years ago, one of my acquaintances had issues. He lost his parents, both of his parents, within a week of each other. He couldn't go back home because of visa, paper problems and all that. I drove from my house 12 minutes to my MP, the MP in my area. We knocked on his door like this. The guy came out in night, pajamas, to come and meet us. He told us to give him time. He went to clean himself up. Came downstairs. Where he lives is his office. You get what I'm saying? We sat down, we talked. He looks into it for us. This guy was able to go home. Easy accessibility. The problem with us in Nigeria is there is always too much ego. We are power drunk people. And And it's not only politicians.
Money hungry.
It's not only politicians. You know how many times even you will find in your head, you almost say, do you know who I am? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? As you do like this, if you leave this country and go back home for holiday, and so people, somebody's trying to mess with you, you will look at your status, you will look at your bank account, you will look at the connections you have, the people you know. Even you, before you know in your head, you'll be thinking, you say, who are you? You get what I'm saying?
The most embarrassing moment for me as a Nigerian, who are power drunk, is when a tenant hits more money, come the Bulgarian landlord. You don't even have your own property.
You know what I'm saying? But my point is, because we are power drunk, even our local government chairman, our House of Representatives.
But don't you think that stems from the government? How the government is doing it? So now us, the Nigerians, we are now saying, if they're corrupt, why can we not do our own corrupt?
Yeah, but
419 ways, like people that.
I get your point, but what I'm trying to say,
do you get what I mean?
What I'm trying to say is, I'm speaking in terms of relationship between the average citizen of Nigeria and the people who runs their immediate vicinities, because it's very important. People complain about lack of good roads here, lack of why don't you come down and do it? Try to get to know the people who run things in your own immediate vicinity, your local government chairman, your house of rep. People don't even know these people, and this is where the problem comes. And let me give you an example. Remember a few years ago when the video leaked of Ganduje, one governor like that was receiving bribe. Do you know that Ganduje's son won his own the primaries of their own, I don't know, all those lesser Yerima, Adamu Yerima, what's his name? His son won too. James Ibori that actually went to jail for corruption. Do you know that his daughter won? Ajimobi, the late Ajimobi, his son won too. El Rufai's son won. Okowa's daughter won. Abacha's son won. Let me tell you, under normal circumstances, there are some names in that country that you should never hear. That once you hear, that you should never hear again. If I was related to that man, I would never come outside. Because they are still spending the money he has looted. They have built their families based on the money.
You know, the current blood money now, they've looted the more than Abacha himself.
That's what I'm saying. But my point is, brother, these people, Lamido's son won. And I can go on and on.
They are all criminals.
Guys, what I'm trying to say is, before we veer away, I can go on and on, but we don't have time. But my point is, right before our eyes, because we don't keep our finger on we don't keep our thumb on what is, we don't know the people running our these people are already placing their sons, their grandsons, they are placing their families in these strategic positions while we don't even know, because we are not following it.
Or we don't know who the hell it is.
Because you know what, they look at themselves and they're looking, oh boy, I don't be 70 something, I don't be 80 something, it's time to step aside or I will soon die. They are already placing their children there. So what hope do you think these normal Nigerians have when it's still these their children that will end up there becoming governors and whatever. So all I'm going to say is, get to know the people who run things in your vicinity. Because do you know that to see your local, I will see Boris Johnson. I will get a meeting with Boris Johnson in this country before I can get a meeting with the local community in my area. That's how badly disorganized and power drunk we are. Now imagine say you want to try to get
they don't need you now.
Imagine you want to try to get hearing with governor for Lagos. You can do 10 years. You know, they go turn you round and round. Right? Unless you say very powerful or you have something you can offer them. And it doesn't make sense. So I will advise people, Nigerians are waking up now. Have you noticed? All those that we used to say Nigerians like suffering. If you know how people are going out to get their PVC now, and they have already started their sneaky behavior. All through yesterday I was monitoring this thing. I was monitoring it, and what I found out is that in Festac, they said the machine, there's no machine to print
because they want to rig.
Because they're already starting. People are now, Nigerians are smart. They are taking videos. They are posting it online so that people will see. In another place, they said they are not allowing Igbo people. They actually closed Alaba International Market. Do you know the number of Igbo people that go to that place a day?
They don't want Igbo people to
3-4 million people go to Alaba International Market a day. They closed the place for your whole weekend. Then they told people, go and get your PVC. That is how people are serious with this thing. But do you know why? They went to all those centers, they refused to register these people. I've seen videos. I think we should be bringing these videos and be playing it.
Yeah.
Even if people can't see it, then we hear the audio. They are refusing to register them, which tells me that, you know what? They have said that, look, people are getting fed up.
Yeah.
These people, we can't bribe them with food anymore.
Yeah,
they are eating the food, collecting the money, but they are still going to vote for this Peter Obi. Let's try to foil.
Yeah.
And which is the worry I have. Because at the end of the day, you will see they will rig this thing again. They will rig it too. So all I can say, you guys, just continue trying to get. We can't vote now because we are abroad.
Yeah.
But our support, we support you here. And we're saying continue getting your PVC. It is time for change. It's time for change. If we have good security in Nigeria and good healthcare, you think I want to live in this boring country?
No. Even me
where you can never get anything exciting going on. How many times do you go to the
weather is like bipolar.
How many times do you go to the beach? How many times do you go to the fun fair?
Yeah.
How many
enjoy with your family.
You get what I'm saying? It's so dry. No family support. Nothing.
Nothing.
You get me? So we are here to support you. Get your PVC. Moving on to more interesting things. The Headies is coming in September. That's our own version of Grammys for people who don't understand. It's a huge deal in Nigeria. You've heard of the Headies? It's been on for many years. Many years. And some categories of stuck out to me. And one of those categories for me is this one, Best Rap Single. I want us to talk about it because you probably know most of these people anyway. In the Best Rap Single category, we have what's his name? Vector the Viper. We have what's his name? AQ. I don't know if you know AQ. One more AQ now. Don't know my rap line.
Yeah, I know him. I know him.
We have this guy that did The Way I'm Feeling Now.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Ladipo.
Yeah, Ladipo.
We have Olamide.
It's a tough one, but
so look at that category. What do you think? We have Olamide, Ladipo, Vector the Viper. We have what's their name? Show Them Camp. Yeah, we have Show Them Camp. So who do you think will take it in that category?
Basically, who will take it? We can never tell. Who do
you think deserves?
But I think Ladipo. For me, it will be Ladipo because that guy has been a bit.
He's more in the mainstream.
He's a new face. It will be good for him to win.
No. What I'm saying is, who deserves to win it? No, it will be.
He deserves it within the last 2 years. You understand? Is it a song with Simi? Is it a song with
Do you know why I will agree with you? Is that my own reason why I think he deserves to win it in that category? I mean, if you think about it, Vector is a dope rapper. He's a good lyricist.
He is.
Think about it. MI is a dope rapper. He's a legend, basically. There's a song there with Vector and MI that they did together, Crown of Clay. Now, Show Them Camp, rap legends in Nigeria. Olamide, obviously, everybody knows his name now. And then Ladipo. Why I think Ladipo should win it is his face is more out there. His songs are more. It's easy to remember his songs. I can sit here now and remember The Way I'm Feeling Now, all that stuff. He's more mainstream. He has been more mainstream in the past 12 months. And that's why I think he should win that category of Best Rap Album. Now, this is the part that I like. Best for Rookie of the Year. That's the best newcomer of the year. We have AV. You know this song? If you're not if you give a woman go about pint, don't be lying. We don't fear nobody. Yeah, they nominated those guys. They nominated Magics. I don't even know Magic. I have one of the songs. Yeah, they nominated Ugochie, this girl that raps in Igbo.
I think I've heard.
Then they nominated my guy Portable. Everybody knows we should win this. And based on all these names.
Well, Portable could come and kill you if you don't mention him.
Everybody knows who needs to win this now. This one is that because if you think about it, it's more popular in all these other names. It's been more. It came out with a bang. His song is more of a hit than any of these guys. Anything these guys have dropped. Let's be honest with ourselves. So it's more out there.
It's more the vogue.
Everybody knows. So Portable should win that. Now, best Afrobeats single of the year. This is the one where Wala won.
Yeah, that's gonna be
this one.
The same.
Yes, we have Adekunle Gold with I Just Want to Be
No Nigerians live.
We have this guy Ruga.
That is moments
for me.
Okay.
For me. Then we have what is that? A Star. Blood Samaritan.
Yeah, that.
I mean, how tight it is.
Yeah.
Then we have this guy. What's this?
Even this song that we when we did that countdown wherever then. Mona Lisa.
That one too is there. Victoni. Majo, Mona Lisa.
Yeah, that's hard.
Then we have this guy, Ricardo Banks. You know, Zumba, but that's something.
Yeah, that's tough.
Then one day go, it's one day.
No, because in there.
Are you kidding me?
To make it worse,
Shit.
this guy concept did there, Fireboy.
Yeah.
Para. Now, let's think about it. If you give it to Peru, I think the reason why they will give it to Peru is because
Peru.
that song actually crossed
everywhere.
went international.
A lot of people featured it.
Ed Sheeran was still performing it on stage yesterday.
It went international.
I think all them songs, kudos to those songs.
Those songs.
But what I think that everybody it was obvious that he went international. He had more, I would say, more success than the rest of them. It will be Peru.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah. So we think Peru should sort of win it.
Yeah.
But it's tight.
It's tight.
Shit.
That one is.
Because me, if I'm the one, if I'm the final judge, I wouldn't give it to. I will give it to probably either Mona Lisa. I would like to give it to somebody.
That Mona Lisa song should ban. Every time they play that song, go.
Mix it out.
And this is how you know.
I didn't know the guy. I didn't know the guy's face.
This is how you know.
I thought it was a girl.
Me too, yes.
And I loved it.
From the time I heard that song, I thought it was a girl that sang.
Yeah, it's a lovely song. No one say it's not a lovely song.
But here's the thing. No, this is how you will know. No, but this is how you will know. Do you know how many covers of that song?
Of Peru that has.
There's even the R&B version. No, I'm talking of Mona Lisa.
Oh, Mona Lisa.
You know, I'm talking of covers by also popular artists themselves.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube. There's like R&B version of it. That song too bad, but they'll give it to Peru because of the international.
Because of the success.
International listing. They'll give it to Peru. So on that note, I think we've got.
How come Whiskey is not there?
No, there's another category for whiskey, but I just didn't put. These are the categories that.
Because I'm sure when it comes to success, nobody beats Whiskey.
And you know the thing
but it wasn't. For me, it's not a hit test.
Yeah.
If I have to use that,
let's talk.
It's not a hit test song.
You know why? That's Essence. I mean, it's gonna be Essence.
Yeah.
Essence will win any award against any Nigerian artist.
That's what I'm telling you. That is the most successful.
You know why? You know why? Because it won awards internationally. So you have no choice. They literally have no choice than to give it to him.
Yeah.
If they put Davido in the category, what Davido song will win against that Essence? Think about it.
Maybe the new song that he just done.
No,
bro. When it comes to quality of the song, I will pick 3 Davido songs.
I know, but that's not what we're looking at.
When it comes to success,
we are looking at. Let me tell you what they look at when they are giving out awards. They look at the critical acclaim. Yeah, how many people it touched, and the way they look at that is the streams.
Yeah, by YouTube.
Because they will look at the numbers. Do you know how many Americans? There would have been a problem if you wanted to put Essence against If I tell you,
not that one,
because that
it wasn't If, it was
what's
the
that
church one that he just brought out now.
Not that Davido Let Me Die Plus, not that one.
Okay.
There's this song Davido did, but it was 2 years ago. I think that's the way they are singing Essence now was how they were singing. It was song of the summer in America.
Was it not the one with Choma?
Money falling.
Yeah, with Choma.
Americans everywhere over the. If you're saying that song they put against Essence, there'll be a bit of a. It will fight. There will be a bit. It will be tight. It will be very tight. But if they put Essence against any Nigerian song that came out in the last 12 months, I'm sorry, Essence will slaughter.
Well, about this Burna Boy.
Man. So on that note, I know we've got really serious, we've got political on you guys for this episode, but once in a while it is needed. It's needed at this time. On this note, we would like to end this episode. You know, for my Nigerians back home and abroad, I think the time is now to take our country back. You know, and I wish us
make Nigeria great again.
Yeah, make Nigeria great again. Oh, please, so stay safe. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Be kind to each other.
Yes, sir.
This is the More You Look podcast with Sky, Nichola, and myself, Femi, Anthony. So we'll see you on the next episode. One love.
Bye.
One love. You love you.